Stadium, Baton Rouge. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Washington Huskies and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. Coach mentioned they are still without their top running back here today. They are coming off a bye week, so they have been able to get some crucial reps with their backup. Their running back showed some real composure, more patience at the line of scrimmage, and just reading things a little better through these last couple of weeks of practice. We'll see if he's able to put all of that out there on the field today here in the first. Reese?
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but
There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's some daylight. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Drops back on first down. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, LSU.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
On the run from inside his own 5. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Wiggins. Look out! Finds his tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Looking for room. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The option, he'll keep it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense moving forward now.
Snags it and he's open. He's inside the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll throw it. Got his man. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Quick give. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run the counter. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And the Huskies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Left side is Pierre. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on one second down.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Caught, close to the marker, it's Warren. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the run. An explosive play has him set up on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Play action on first down. On the move, he fires. Complete downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Off play action. Takes the easy completion. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. Moves the pocket. It's Wiggins. On the move. He'll try to do it himself. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Motion from the wideout. Oh, what a cut! They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going to the running game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Hand off again. Nice move to keep running. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality and the ground.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Warren. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Just keep slinging it. That's reeled in, it's Warren. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first. Looking to the big tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just left that ball well short.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Sets his feet. It's Wiggins. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Second and long here. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he takes this from inside the 5. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. It's complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Moving the pocket, it's Wiggins. They're all over him. He's going to run it. He's out past the 35. Wide open spaces. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. Unloads in the nick of time.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he got loose. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sees some running room. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. They'll try to get the first through the air. Still looking. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
And I like that a lot by this defense. Like understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football. Treating him like a running back. Playing pass, but understanding that can happen. Rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Number 99, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Robinson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch. It's Warren. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand.
Makes a grab and room to run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. They're working that left side, and they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try it over the left side. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Drops back. It's Swiggins. Complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Rush is on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Rush right in his face. Fires to the big fella.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Warren. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Short pass. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. From the gun. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Long way to go on 2nd down. To throw, it's Wiggins. Slings it downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that... Because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Fires to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
Man, those sting, man. The 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sells to fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. And the Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the give off the left side. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll run it. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They give it back to him. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got the quick pass. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
To the air. It's Wiggins. On the move. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down, 10 yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Coming into this one, we wondered